So, Jimmy, talk to me because you talked about bringing back the game. Talk to me about the significance of doing that because, at least in the last 5, 6 years that I have seen, being a part of the National Scouting Combine family, there hasn't been a game. So, what drew you to bring that back?
The biggest thing was to allow the NFL scouts and the bigger leagues to come back in mass. While we've had representatives from everyone under the NFL at our event, we had to put it in a position that plays by the rules. I've got a great relationship with the director of player personnel with the NFL that allows us to do certain things, and he knows that I play by the rules. That we don't say anything, we don't share anything, we don't promote anything that we cannot back up. So bringing that game back allows us, and we got approval from the NFL to invite all of the NFL teams this year to attend because we're going to be running a true all-star game. But here's the big thing, Eric, and this is something that the staff and I have been working on very hard at is reps are paramount. In every all-star game, and a lot of guys that have come to our event from, some of the lower level all-star games have always, you know, uh, I don't want to use the word complain, but they've had concerns that they didn't get enough reps. They didn't get enough exposure. They didn't get enough opportunities because, as you know, when it comes to these games, you might have so many players at each position. You're only running the game in 4 quarters, and you might be, if you're a receiver, you might be there with 15 or 20 other receivers. How many balls are you going to get thrown? How many opportunities are you going to get a chance to show yourself? There might be 6 quarterbacks there. You take 4 quarters. How do you blend them in? So that's the one thing about this game is, and really this event, the 12th annual event, is that on Thursday, the 26th, when we're going to have the position drills, the 1-on-1s and the 7-on-7s and full pads, they will be very much like a practice, but they'll be game type experience, game type action because the refs will be there monitoring everything in real time. It's going to be, high impact, very fast. And everything, of course, will be on film. Everything will be live streamed. That's the one thing that we're excited about, you and your staff coming, is we're going to be providing these athletes not just a chance to showcase what they do and what they're able to promote, but in between reps, in between quarters, they're going to be able to sit down and speak with scouts and other personnel. They're going to be able to do quick interviews with you and your staff. But the biggest part about the game that we're changing this year is that we're not running it as your just usual 4 quarter game. We're going to have offense versus defense, whether you call it east versus west, north versus south. Um, but we're going to only bring in a specific amount of athletes that will allow us to create enough teams, based on give or take 25 players per group, 11 on offense, their replacements, their subs, kickers, and we're going to play 2 quarters at a time. It's very unique so that we can show these athletes they're going to get the ability not just to be filmed and exposed on Thursday, they'll have the combine the day before on Wednesday, but then on Friday during the game, they'll be playing 2 quarters at a time. And the way that we're going to run it and the way we're working with the referees and the players is as we scout the best athletes, they're going to get between 4 to 6 quarters to play. So that you're only going to have so many athletes on each team
Right.
that will allow them to get the reps that they need. So for those, again, that aren't playing in the bigger games, we're going to show these guys between Thursday and Friday, they're going to get hours of film. This is their chance to lay it all out there. But as you know, and as you've seen, and you've been a part of this, the best part about this is not just the NFL coming or the CFL and the USFL and the XFL, because we're in the process of inviting everyone. We've had great and very positive responses back from the teams and the leagues, but it's also the opportunity that we're the only event that's helping these athletes reach professional rugby. We've had athletes go the route of professional wrestling. We've got 2 former athletes that are in NASCAR.
Right.
Um,
I
you know,
completely forgot about NASCAR. Yeah.
yeah, we've got 2 guys that have done very well, and Yeah, and of course the US Olympics. We have more US Olympic teams coming, this year than ever before because we have figured out how to show their true athleticism between the combine testing and everything else. So that's why we brought back the game. It adds that much more excitement, that much more opportunity, and of course to bring more and more scouts in where they can see these guys in real time.